everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Kristen, and today we are eating a lot of food. We have Speedway pizza, which is currently in my oven, but I am hungry, and my steak and shake fries are gonna get cold. I've also got a steak and shake milkshake. The pizza we bought fresh from Speedway last night, and we got 2 pizzas. It's almost one of those deals where it's almost better just to get 2 pizzas, because I forget what the pricing is. It's like $5 for 1 pizza or $8 for 2. One of those things where it's like, might as well get 2 pizzas. So we had pizza last night for dinner. This one down here is like a legit empty box, and this one right here is the pizza that I bought for mukbanging with today with you guys. Here's those fries from Speedway, from Steak and Shake. I am so hungry. The hubs currently just went to the video store to pick up a movie. I'm sure he will be here soon. He's getting some pizza too. He will not be mukbanging with me, but maybe I can get him to say hi to you guys. He's really not a big fan of being on camera. If you come from my main channel, then you already know that. Like, getting him to be on camera with me is like pulling teeth. He hates taking pictures. He hates filming. It's not his thing. These are good, but they kind of went cold. I was trying to hold off and just eat everything at the same time, but I'm hungry. I had an apple at like 8 this morning for breakfast, so that's all I've eaten so far. And then we went to church, and now it's like 1 o'clock, and I'm ready for lunch. So my milkshake, if anybody is wondering, is the mint chocolate chip. I can't talk today. Mint chocolate chip milkshake. And these fries are good, don't get me wrong, but I'm a little confused by why they put them in a bowl with cheese. So, like, we ordered french fries, like a large fry, with a cup of cheese, and this is what we got. So, here comes the husband. I'm filming. You can come on in, though. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi. He said hi. I know you guys couldn't see him. There's the pizza. So I'm going to get that, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I am back. I've got my pizza. Doesn't it look amazing? Ugh. Speedway pizza is so good. I know, like, you think gas station food and you think I'm gonna die if I eat it, but my local Speedway recently, like, had a complete remodel, and they put in a Speedy cafe, and everything is made fresh right there in front of you. Oh my gosh, all their food is so good. If you guys like this video, let me know, and I will make more using their food. But they have sub sandwiches that are so good. Their breakfast foods are so good. Grilled cheese, their breadsticks, like, everything we've tried from them has been really good, except for their, I think it's cheesy tater tots. I don't even remember eating them, but my husband said we got them one time and we didn't like them, so they must have been that bad that I forgot about them. I got myself a vanilla Coke. Let's see if we can do a thumbnail picture. Ugh, this pizza is, even when it reheats, like, it even reheats really, really good. So good. Hopefully that's a good picture and not creepy. So you have to let me know what you guys think about this setup. It kind of brought you guys in a little bit closer than you normally are. I know I've got, like, all this trash back here. Molly, my dog is, like, scratching. I know I've got all this trash back here. It's all of my recyclables, but it is so cold outside. Like, I have not felt like hauling it all out. So there it is. Hashtag real life. There's my trash. Except for this one. This is a Sensei box. I need to do an unboxing video for it on my main channel. So, which, if you didn't know I have a main channel, I do. The link is down below. Go check it out. I'd love to have you on both of my channels. Subscribe here as well, of course. Pizza is so good. The cheese blend, and their sauce on it, the whole thing is just good. But So I think I got everything figured out for my filming currently, at least for today. I might make a mistake again, but my camera's charged and my SD card is the one with the big memory. I have another SD card that has like 23 minutes on it. Why? I don't know. But I've got the one that has like an hour and a half, so we should be good. I only make that reference if you watched yesterday's MukBang, because I struggled. My camera was dying, my memory card kept getting full. It was a mess. And speaking of yesterday's video, which I ate fizzolis, so if you have not seen it yet, you might want to go watch it, because it's full of pasta. Super good. But I kind of ended the whole video a little bit abruptly. It was still a pretty good length, so like it's probably a good thing that I did end it, because I think it's pretty long. But I ended it kind of abruptly because like I didn't know how to end it, but like I just had like these really bad cramps come over me. And I know, like not exactly dinner table appropriate conversation, but I had these horrible cramps come over me. You can kind of see it when it hits in the video, because I just like, it's towards the end, like my whole face just changes. I was trying to play it off, but like you can just tell in the video when I was editing it, I could tell, and so I'm sure you guys can too. Like my whole demeanor just kind of changes. And ever since having my C-section for my son, like sometimes I get these horrible stomach cramps. Like they're not like the kind you get when it's that time of the month. It's like in my intestines, like stomach cramps. And they like knock the wind out of me. They're awful. So I couldn't keep filming, and I just hurry up and ended the video. So I just felt like I kind of needed to address that, let you guys know what was happening. Like they don't happen often. It's like very rarely. Honestly, if you suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, it's something like that. I've never been diagnosed with that. I don't think that I have it, because it's so rare that I get it. Like right after I had my son, I had it anytime I had to go to the bathroom, like severe abdominal cramps. And now, like a year and a half out, it's like once in a blue moon it happens, but it just knocks the wind out of me. So I'm sure you guys could see it in the video, so I just thought I would let you guys know what was going on there. Some of this milkshake. See, it's like the green. I love mint chocolate. My husband thinks I'm weird. He's not a fan. Speaking of, I think he went to bed, because now it's quiet in the living room. Our son is down for a nap, so we normally lay down for naps. At least on the weekends. During the week, I like to film when he's napping, so a lot of times I'll stay up and work on YouTube stuff. So, let me know in the comments below, what are you eating? If you're eating with me, because I'd love to know. I'm going to grab a cheese cup. I'll be right back. It's my cheese cup from yesterday. We always get cheese cups with our pizza so we can dip our crust in it. I set it on the oven, so hopefully it would like warm up a little bit, but it's still pretty cold, so it's like kind of hard to get out of there. So I have like this whole list of things here to talk about. I have the Valentine's Day tag, since I came unprepared yesterday with anything to talk about. And also a little reminder here to talk about like my worst Valentine's Day dates. But right now, like I just want to eat food. I'm just hungry. So good. I plan on filming a White Castle mukbang tomorrow. Never would have thought White Castle would have been very high up on my list. Like, I don't typically eat at White Castle. But my husband and I drove past last night. And actually we ended up, like, stopped at a stoplight right across from a White Castle. And I was just kind of looking at it. And I was like, when was the last time I ever ate at a White Castle? And then it just hit me, this memory of going through as a teenager and getting their french fries and cheese cups. And I was like, oh, those were good. Why did I stop eating White Castle french fries? And now ever since last night, I've been wanting some White Castle. So we're going to go tomorrow. I'm not sure what all we're going to get. Definitely going to get some french fries. Probably some chicken rings because those are good. Might try out some of their burgers. The thing with White Castle burgers is, like, they're just covered in onions. And I like the flavor of onions, but I don't want to, like, actually be biting into onion. And so, like, I've never been a big fan of White Castle's burgers because of that. But we're going to eat White Castle. You guys will be seeing that next Tuesday. Which, if yesterday is the first video you guys caught of me, or today, my filming schedule is Tuesday, Thursday for this channel. But this week it was Wednesday, Thursday because I wanted to put up the Valentine's Day video, guys, for you on Valentine's Day. So, next week we'll be back to Tuesday, Thursday. These are getting cold. They're still good, but they're not as good. So, question number, actually before we do the questions, let's just talk about bad dates first. At least I'll do a bad date now, questions, and then another bad date story. So, bad date number 1, I put this in quotations, bad date, because, like, overall, like, it wasn't a horrible date, but it wasn't a good one either. It ended on a sour note. So I was like 16 in high school, had my first boyfriend. At the time, we both had jobs, but I was the only one with a car. So I did all of the driving because he didn't have, I don't think he even had his license yet. And so this guy, like, his name was Daniel. Him and I had been friends for several months before we ever started dating. And we had a really good friendship. Like, he was like my best friend. We hung out all the time. And I had a crush on him. And I guess he had a crush on me because when we, like, started dating, he, like, asked me to be his girlfriend. The issue of the entire relationship, though, was that he was still hung up on this other girl that he had a crush on that would not date him. She had no interest in him. So he did really asshole things. Like, there was a few times he just broke up with me for, like, no reason. And then we went and talked for a week or two. And then we started hanging out again. And then we were back to dating. There was another time when he was, like, super good at art. And there was this time when he was, like, doing some kind of a painting. And he, like, painted a smile. And everyone was asking if it was my smile. And he made it very public knowledge that it was this other girl's smile. Because it's what made him happy. That was pretty shitty. There was dumb things like that happened. We were 16. We were dumb kids. So Valentine's Day rolls around. And he takes me out to dinner. I don't even remember where we went. Some Italian place here in town. He took me to dinner. And I don't know if we went to the movies or bowling. We did something else. And then we were heading home. And then he goes, "Oh, I forgot to buy you flowers." And then he's quiet for a moment. And then he says, "Well, the date's over anyway. Just go home." I was like, that's kind of shitty. Like, who says that, you know? Like, if you're not wanting to buy me flowers, then why did you even bring it up to begin with? So, that happened. The next story is a doozy. But I'll tell you guys that after the Valentine's Day tag. So, question number 1. Single or taken? I am married. We've gone over this. What are you doing for Valentine's Day? I was asking my husband this the other day, and we don't really have any, like, set plans. But I suggested maybe we could go to Who Hut over in Lafayette, which is like an hour drive from us. So we might go do that. But we never celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day, at least not in the sense of like going on a date, because it's just too people-y out there. There's too many people. Restaurants are packed, crowded. It's just not as pleasant of an experience. So probably either the weekend before or the weekend after Valentine's Day, we will go out for our Valentine's Day dinner. And it'll be the three of us. It'll be me, my husband, and our son. But on Valentine's Day, we normally get like pizza and a movie and just stay in the house and away from people. Favorite Valentine's Day moments. Or at least I think it should say favorite Valentine's Day memory. I feel like that's how it should say. And that would have to be when I was growing up, my dad always brought me a pink rose on Valentine's Day. So. Are Valentine's Day gifts important? I think they're nice to give. They're definitely nice to get. But Valentine's Day isn't like my favorite holiday. I'm not like super into it, you know. So, I mean, yeah, I guess I'd probably be disappointed if my husband didn't give me anything on Valentine's Day. So I guess they are important. But I don't know. I want to say they're not, because in the whole scheme of things, like, they're not. But like, I would still be disappointed if I didn't get anything. So I guess that they are. Favorite Valentine's Day candy? I don't know. I guess the assorted boxes of chocolates. Those are always fun, because you never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. I don't remember the rest of that from Forrest Gump. But how many of you thought of that when I said the chocolates? Number 6, perfect Valentine's Day date. I think what me and my husband do, I love that it's kind of turned into like our tradition, where we just stay at home and watch a movie and have pizza, and it's just kind of like turned into our thing. I like that. I think it's kind of special. And then we have like, you know, our Valentine's Day candies and our gifts that we give each other, and it's like a nice little family time, all three of us. Homemade or store-bought gifts? I'm not picky. Though the girl that I was watching who did this tag originally, from whom I got the questions from, she did bring up a good point. And she said that homemade gifts are nice as long as there's been like a lot of thought and effort put into them. So my example to that, I guess, would be like if my husband at 35 gave me a macaroni necklace, I'd probably be a little disappointed by that. I feel like at 35 you can do better than a macaroni necklace, you know? But like if my son did it, who's a year and a half old, like I would be over the moon and love it. So I think that's kind of what she meant, and I can kind of understand that. What do you normally do on Valentine's Day? Well, I think I've said this like 3 different times already. We stay at home, watch a movie, and eat pizza. What Valentine's Day tradition would you change? I don't know. I feel like everybody kind of has like their own traditions on Valentine's Day, you know? So like with Christmas, like everybody kind of does the tree, and they do lights on their house, and they all do presents. And Valentine's Day is kind of open for interpretation. It also kind of depends on like how old you are, because a Valentine's Day tradition that I hated when I was in like middle school and high school is that my school made it to where you could buy your crush a crush. And, you know, like the crush soda, like the orange soda, it was orange or grape is what the options were. And people would like buy them for like $2 or $3 like a week or 2 in advance, and then on Valentine's Day they would come around and deliver the crushes. It's a cute idea, but so many kids get left out, and I had several years where I got left out, and it just made me feel so bad, you know, like nobody likes me. Granted, I wasn't sending them to anybody either, because, like, I didn't have the guts to send them to anybody I had a crush on, but regardless, it was always a little disheartening when, like, they'd come in and the popular kids would get, like, 3 or 4 or 5, and, like, everybody else wouldn't get anything, you know? But by, like, high school, my friend group kind of got in the habit of buying each other crushes. So, like, even if you, like, weren't dating somebody, didn't have a boyfriend, like, you'd still get a crush from your friend. So that was nice, and that kind of made everything a little bit better. Like, you know, we were all getting them, even though we were, like, sending them to each other. But before that, and we were just, like, waiting for our crushes to send us crushes, and they weren't, it kind of hurt, you know? So I guess that would be a tradition that might be worth changing. But if your school does out crushes or anything like that, send them to your friends. Have them send them to you. It'll make everything a lot better. And that last question is favorite Valentine's Day. Did she really do this twice? And I wrote it down twice? Okay, well, yeah, it's on here twice. I don't know, because that next question is favorite Valentine's Day moment, and we already answered that. So, the end on the Valentine's Day tag. So let me know in the comments down below, like, what was your worst Valentine's Day date, or just your worst date in general, or tell me your best date for Valentine's Day, or just overall. I can't even tell how long we've been filming for. I can't see the timer. So my worst Valentine's Day date, legit worst, would be a couple years ago. It was the guy I was dating before my husband. He was a complete douchebag. And it was Valentine's Day. And I planned out like this cute little gift for him. And I showed up at his house with this gift. And he was coming back to his house as well. And he gets out of the car with like this huge bouquet of flowers. And I thought, oh, how sweet, he got me flowers. He looks at me and says, these are from my mom. And I'm just taking them inside. Okay. And then he laughs and he says, yeah, I took them to her at work. And her coworker, who's like my age, seen them and thought I was bringing them in for her. Which should have been a red flag, because, like, why would she think that, you know, unless something was going on. Which, he was always cheating on me, so, I don't know. But this was, like, kind of earlier in that relationship, so I hadn't, like, put everything together yet. But he made that comment. And, of course, like, I thought they were for me when he got out of the car. Not for me. So, we continue on. We go get lunch. I think we went to Applebee's. He gives me the gift he got me for Valentine's Day. It's a box of ammunition for his gun, because we're going to go shooting after. Which, I don't mind going shooting, it's fun. But, why would you give me a box of ammunition for your gun? Like, why wouldn't you at least get it in the same ammunition for my gun? No, they're for his gun. And he used them when we went shooting after, at the shooting range. And at the dinner, like, instead of, like, actually buying me dinner, no. We got one meal and split it. Yeah. That was my worst Valentine's Day. That was pretty shitty. It wasn't a very good date. But he wasn't a very good boyfriend, so what do you expect? So there's somebody I've been watching a lot here on the MukBang side of YouTube lately. Her name, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. She is Korean, and I really like watching her. It's Honey. But I feel like she pronounces it like honey. I feel like I'm probably pronouncing it wrong by saying honey. I don't know. Maybe it's just accents are different. But I love watching her. She eats so much food. Like, if you guys are not watching her, I'll link her down below. She's like the tiniest little thing. And she eats so much food. I'm like, how? How do you do it? Like, I'm already full. I've had 2 pieces of pizza, half a bowl of french fries, which haven't even eaten all of those. I'm already getting full. And she, like, plows through a full meal. And I was watching one of her videos, and she was talking about how, like, on days that she mukbangs, she doesn't eat anything the entire day. That's her whole meal for the entire day. Which, I can understand her not wanting dinner after that because that's a lot of food. But, like, not eating breakfast, I feel like when I don't eat breakfast, like, by lunch, I'm starving, but, like, my stomach has shrunk down, so, like, I can't eat a whole lot. So, I don't know how she does it. So good. Cold, though. I mean, obviously, but it's kind of giving me a brain freeze. Let's see if I got, like, one more slice of pizza in me. This pizza is so yummy. If your Speedway has a Speedy cafe in it, you need to go get some pizza. It's just their pepperoni. I feel like I never told you guys that. It's just a pepperoni pizza. But it's more like a cheese pizza because there's so much cheese on it, like you can hardly find the pepperoni. So good. Getting so full. That was kind of a big bite. That's the other thing Honey does. Like at the very end, when she has like one last bite, it's like a big bite. She shoves the whole thing in her mouth, and I'm like, how do you not choke? We have like another 2 pieces of pizza up here on the stove. That was from last night's pizza. Pretty much fill in everything right here. So tell me in the comments down below, what is your favorite kind of pizza? And what is your favorite pizza place? I have a whole list of, I've been trying to complete a whole list on my phone of restaurants in my town that I can do mukbangs with. And I think I'm at like 45 restaurants. And 11 of those are pizza places. So, if you have a favorite pizza place, let me know in the comments down below. And if we have it in my town, I will probably, whichever one is mentioned the most, will do my next pizza mukbang with whatever popular pizza chain is mentioned. Because, like I said, we have like 11 different pizza places. And most of them are pretty big chains. I think there's like one on my list that's not, so. My only complaint with this pizza is that, and you might be able to see it on my plate here, but here on the crust, they put like these like, I don't know if it's breadcrumbs. That would be my guess because it doesn't really have much of a flavor. I don't know if you guys can see all that on the plate. These like little sprinklies. It's like all on the crust. They're pointless and they just make a mess. I could do without that. I mean, they don't affect anything literally other than being messy. They don't affect anything. They don't really have a flavor. Oh. Put a pointy end on it. It got me. But yeah, they don't really serve a purpose other than making a mess. Otherwise, this is probably one of my favorite pizzas. I like the Speedway pizza. I like pizza from Sam's Club Cafe. Their pizza's really good. And then we have this local place called Pizza Junkies. Oh my god, their pizza is amazing. They have like specialty pizzas. You can get like a taco pizza. I'm drawing a blank. Chicken Alfredo pizza with like spinach. It's like a spicy buffalo pizza. They just have like a ton of different pizzas you can get. They're like all fancy specialty pizzas. Our place is really good too. A little more expensive than Speedway. Like, if I just want like your basic pizza, go to Speedway. If you want something a little more fancy, you go to Pizza Junkies. About too melty to eat with a spoon now. Ooh, I'm gonna give myself another brain freeze. Okay guys, I think that is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy eating pizza with me. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up so other people can find it as well. Don't forget to subscribe because I would love to have you here. And so you can catch my next video. And I will see you guys in Tuesday's video. We are doing White Castle. Don't forget, make sure you're here. Bye guys.